And my name is Minivans94, and I would like to welcome you to a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. So basically, when this video is published, the goal would be and that doesn't matter when it's published, we are pretty much, we're very close to Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, so it'll be, I think it's about under 2 weeks. That's the plan, under 2 weeks, just a little bit, but whatever. So basically I'm making this video as basically showing, basically like the video I did yesterday, and this is the good and the bad of zombies. So, let's start with the good, of course. Let's start with the maps in general. Let's go. All the maps I felt were really good. Even the simplest map, which was the Giant, which you see in the gameplay now. Even though it was simple, it was still a lot of fun. It's of course designed well because Derice was designed well. And even most people say out of the DLC, Zetsubo no Shima was the worst out of them. A couple days ago, again, just trying for the Easter egg, for the most part, almost made it around 40. So that was a lot of fun. So even though out of the DLC maps, people say, again, Zetsubo no Shima was the worst, that was still a lot of fun, so that means the map was good. So yeah, maps in general were good. Let's go into, the wonder weapons. Let's see. I mean, for the most part, they were all really good. I mean, other than Gorod Kurovi of the Ray Gun Mark III, I wish they would have done it like they did in Black Ops 2 with Buried, is, hey, here's a new ray gun, and here's the actual wonder weapon, not make the Ray Gun Mark III the wonder weapon, you know? I don't know. That's how I would have done it, but I don't work for Treyarch, so not my call. But yeah, that's how, other than really that wonder weapon, they were all pretty good. You had the Apothicon Servant on Shadows of Evil, and also Revelations. You had, of course, the Wonder Waff on the Giants. I mean, it's a classic. Yes, it wasn't as good as World at War, but, I mean, it still did what it had to do, as you see in the gameplay. It kept me alive. So, let's see. And then you go into Der Eisendrache. You got the bows. They brought in basically a new set of staffs from Origins. Of course, they're bows, and a few are a little different. But that's basically what they did, is they brought the staffs from Origins into Der Eisendrache. Pretty much. So, and everyone loved the staffs, so the bows went over really, really well. Let's see, then you got Zetsubo no Shima. I'm talking about that map way too much in this video, aren't I? The KT-4, it's, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad either, because in the game I had a couple nights ago, I think it was around 38. I mean, of course it was upgraded, and at one point that was the only thing keeping us alive, for the most part. Let's see, what else? Ooh, And then, of course, Gorod Krovi, Ray Gun Mark III. Not the best, but I mean, it did what it had to do. And then you have Revelations with, again, the Apothecant Servant, which was very good and even better, that you can now upgrade it on that map. And they also brought in the Thunder Gun, another classic, a fan favorite. So that was good. That was basically good move. Let's see, what else was good? The characters, everyone wanted the original 4. Well, of course, they got the Origins riddle. They got the original. They got the Origins version of the original 4. So, I mean, that's not what everyone wanted. But even, I would say, the Shadows of Evil crew, I don't even remember their names. That was much better than the Transit crew. I honestly would have hoped that we would have seen the Shadows of Evil crew maybe one more map. Or at least had them somehow in, I guess Revelations. That would have been kind of cool, as if there was a side quest or they were part of the Easter egg, kind of like in Call of the Dead. But yeah, they were a good crew. Let's see. Is there any other good from zombies? How about probably one of the biggest changes, the leveling up system. So they kept that very hush-hush throughout the entire teasing of zombies last year. And basically once we figured it out, well, I mean, it is very good. It's not like multiplayer where a lot of people are like, oh, you have to be level 17 in order to get a certain LMG, like the Dingo or something, and that's the only way you're gonna see it from the box. No, so they did well there, and it actually worked out really well. Let's see, what else? Well, actually, I think I'm gonna stop with the good there. I'm not thinking of anything. There's probably something, and if you know, easily put it in the comments. Go for it. I'm okay with that. But let's start with the bad. So, let's go with, I guess, at the very beginning, last November, I noticed it seemed like a lot of the time when you were trying to get into games, at least especially with me, trying to get into games with friends, just couldn't join them for whatever reason. Just kept trying and trying and trying. Nope, couldn't get in. I'm pretty sure that got fixed because we haven't run into that issue very often, but it still happens every once in a while. But, yeah, no, so that seemed to fix, but that was bad for a little while. But, pretty much that could be taken off the list since it seemed like it got fixed. But it's still there, just to put it there. Gobblegum. It could have gone into the good for, hey, it's a new way to play. But I think it made it too easy. Oh, let's get Perkaholic round 1. You're set. I don't mind that you could have had like a Perkaholic. Is maybe do it different rather than be like, hey, you can store 30 Perkaholics and whenever you need them, there they are. It should have been more like, hey, if you want to bring a Perkaholic, you can bring it, but once you use it, you gotta wait next game before you can use another. So there's that. Another bad is the weapon kits. Like, don't get me wrong, they were actually good because you can mess with the camo, with that you wanted. You can mess with all that. That was good, but to a point it was bad because I actually did like throwing the weapon in the Pack-a-Punch and being like, okay, I've got the iron sights on the dingo. Oh, throw it in the Pack-a-Punch, and now I've got a thermal sight just randomly because that's how it came after Pack-a-Punched. But now with the weapon kits, you're just like, alright, let's put on a reflex, Pack-a-Punch it as many times as you want, and it's always gonna be a reflex sight. Let's see, another one was within the weapon kits, there was one fast mags. I mean, when I use them, I'm like, yes, this is amazing, but to a point, it took the point away from Speed Cola. What I would have done was extended mags instead of fast mags. So let's take the dingo. I think that has 80 rounds in it. But let's say it has 80 rounds in it. Well, with extended mags, that would bring it up to 100. I'm just throwing out numbers. And then, of course, you put it in Pack-a-Punch, and it goes from 100 to 150, and then you get the extra reserve. So, I think that's how it should have been done, like that, rather than here's fast mags, which it kind of replaced. It didn't replace Speed Cola completely, but it did to a point also. I mean, that one could go either way. I mean, it didn't do it all the time, but it still did. But yeah, that's it for that one.
Okay, fellas.
Let's see.
If you've been paying
Oh,
attention,
I guess sticking with weapon kits is
it should be abundantly
there
that things
too
are
many
seriously
LMGs.
out of whack.
In all honesty, yeah, too many LMGs. They should have been the dingo.
Anyway, I'm having a bit of a heated debate with
And
the Shadow Man and his Apothicon pal.
it should have been well, basically, is, in all honesty, what I would have done was done 3 LMGs rather than 4. So I would have done the dingo, which was the best. The 48 dredge, which was good, but it was difficult because it was a 4-round burst? Maybe a 3-round, I don't remember. But it was one of those, so it wasn't just super good. And then the Gorgon, which it fired extremely slow. So that's what I would have done. So that's what I got with that. Let's see, what else? Oh, bad, at least for DLC 1. They did change it for the rest of the DLC. But why were there no other weapons in the box in DLC 1? It was the same thing as if it was Shadows of Evil or the Giants. What gives? You know? But they did fix it within DLC 2, 3, and of course Revelations, putting more and more weapons in the box. So that was a good on them. But bad, at least for the time. So that's why it's on the list, because this is just the bad in general. Of course, there's still gonna be things that I'm gonna miss, but oh well, I guess. Let me think. I can't think of anything else 100% right off the top of my head. There's, again, like I said, probably more that I could have mentioned, but those were some of the big things, at least on, that I thought were bad within Zombies. And basically, until my next video, if you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Subscribe if you're not already, and share the video with others. But until my next video, I'll catch you guys next time.